What's good, y'all? Canelo Alvarez is finna fight Jermell Charlo, not Jamal, but he's finna fight Jermell Charlo. You know what I mean? You know, boxing world I hear around, people are kind of 50-50 on it, kind of still calling it a cherry pick. But in my opinion, uh Jermell Charlo is actually a step up, a better fight than Jamal right now. You know what I mean? The fight's supposed to be for September 30th. Jamel will be out of the ring like 16 months or something like that. And it's a good challenge, man. Jamel is not somebody that's gonna lay down. Canelo is gonna have to really put hands on Jamel to get that victory. And Jamel, he's one of the top fighters in the sport altogether, man. He can box, he can bang, he's got power, he's got footwork. He's kind of got an all-around skill set, you know what I mean? He does a little bit of everything. It's just the two weight divisions that makes it a complicated fight for him to win. But like I don't think that because you remember the last time Canelo brought up somebody two weight classes, it was Amir Khan. He viciously knocked out Amir Khan with the one punch knockout. You know what I mean? But me personally, I don't think Jamel is going out like that. You know what I mean? Because the Charlo brothers are known for their chins. They're known for their chins. You know what I mean? And Jamel was in the same weight class as Canelo before. So the two weight classes may not be that, harsh. Jamel probably can weather the storm and still beat Canelo. You know what I mean? So the fight is good. The fight's good. Of course there's some bad things there. The two weight classes and Jamel with the hand injury and stuff. But at least he's not fighting, a Callum Smith or a Yildirim or nothing like that. I'll take this. And I think Jamel probably can still beat him. You know what I mean? Jamel's in his prime too. Jamel's probably like how old the Charlo twins is, about 32, 33. They still in their prime. So this is a decent fight. This is decent. And PBC, this their first fight with Canelo. So they not gonna it's the first fight of a three-fight deal. So they're not gonna straight up throw Canelo in there with Benavidez in the first fight. You know what I mean? I think this is a more credible, undisputed defense other than that Triple G fight and that John Ryder fight. What's good, 1-2 kid? What's good? Yeah, this a real undisputed title defense for me for Canelo. You know what I mean? And Jamal with that 2-year layoff and September 30th, he had a less of a chance to beat him than Jamel. Jamel, he's got more experience. He's fought better fighters. He's been through that fire, you know what I mean? He fought Castano. That was a real good pressure fighter. Them 154 fighters was tough, and he made it through all of that and became undisputed. And Jamel, everybody just think about Jamal and Canelo's history. Jamel had a little bit of history. He signed the Golden Boy a long time ago. in hopes of getting the Canelo fight back then when I think Canelo was like 154 or something like that. And that fight never came through for him. And Jermell Charlo, he didn't just sit around and wait for Canelo and avoid tough fights until a potential Canelo fight. Like you can argue Jamal Charlo did. Jamal, he could have fought plenty of people. He could have fought like the Daniel Jacobs, like Andrade, a couple of like top level guys, like good fights. Like he could have built up his resume like Jamel did. And I'm pretty sure Jamel and Jamal behind the scenes, they came up with this decision for Jamel to step in for Jamal. They probably discussed it in the background, like he's got a better chance right now to defeat Canelo. You know what I mean? And a lot of things just shifted around with Jamel moving up 2 weight classes to take this fight because, if Bud Crawford beats Spence, where's he gonna go now? And Tim Tszyu, he was supposed to be next in line for the WBO. He was supposed to fight Jamel around that same time that they just announced his Canelo fight. So he's pretty much out of a shot. I don't think Jermell Charlo is gonna get stripped or nothing like that. So I don't know, man. If he lose the fight, is he just gonna go back down to 154? What if Bud Crawford did beat Spence and Jermell lost to Canelo? Does Bud Crawford still want Jermell Charlo after that? It's a lot of things. This matchup right here kind of shakes things up. You know what I mean? 168. When are those guys gonna Benavidez and Morrell? Benavidez, he looked like the only fight he can get right now is David Morrell, if you really think about it. So Benavidez might actually have to fight David Morrell around this same time as this fight going on. And Benavidez and Morrell, man, as far as like in the ring, that right there is like a top 5 fight in boxing. Guaranteed fireworks between those two. Guaranteed somebody's on it gonna get put on their ass if Benavidez and Morrell fight. But yeah, though, Canelo first fight with PBC, and Canelo made this fight right here. He wanted to fight a name because all of these other fights going on, man. Inui Fulton, Spence Crawford. It's a lot of fights going on right now, and Canelo cannot just let everybody take the spotlight from him. He's supposed to be the face of boxing. All attention's supposed to be on him. And the name Jermell Charlo will help that. It's just will Jermell be able to overcome these stipulations, and will he be able to go in there and thump with Canelo? Jamel can box, man. I mean, maybe he could outbox Canelo, but it's hard to get a decision on Canelo. You gotta like dominate Canelo like Bivol did. Probably only lose about 2, 3 rounds. I think Charlo can outbox him, probably win by 8 rounds, but I don't think Charlo can like put a complete Mayweather masterclass type of boxing on Canelo. I don't think that. So he's gonna have to step to Canelo. He's gonna have to step to him and trade with him a little bit here and there. Dangerous fight for him. he get to make that bag. You know, it's always good to see a brother make that bag, especially all the work he put in with the undisputed run. You know, he ain't done no smoke in that division either. Like he fought everybody he was supposed to fight. And you know, I don't mind somebody like this, like Jermell, to get a chance because he really went throughout his whole career. He was free smoke. So he deserves a payday. And it's, I'm not saying it like that because he might fuck around and win the fight and get a second big payday. So I'm not complaining about the fight because I'm not complaining about the fight because it's his first fight with PBC. When you get a big star like Canelo as a promotional company, you're gonna want to show him off. You know what I mean? Jamel, in the eyes of the public, is seen as a big underdog. So this is a fight that Canelo probably could shine. You know what I mean? They didn't want to like just throw him in there with Benavidez and risk getting his ass kicked soon as he come to PBC. You know what I mean? He probably won't even want the rematch or probably try to get out the damn deal or something like that. So they just bringing him in and showcasing him, you know. Hold on, Wayne 2 Kid. I'm trying to press on your comment right here. Should be interesting, but when the Mandos are competitive, hold on. They pull a fight like this. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Like he got Benavidez and Morrell as his mandatory, so he tried to find a way out with like a fight like this. You know what I mean? Yeah, I see what you mean. But yeah, though, he can't go through this whole 3-fight deal and not fight Benavidez or Morrell or one of those because PBC is stacked at 168. Like he gotta fight one of them at least. You know what I mean? And he gonna get huge money for Benavidez, like over 50 million, plus all that back end. Canelo ain't gonna want to miss out on all that. But yeah, though, man, I'm interested in the fight because Jamel ain't no hoe. Jamel possibly could win that shit. You know what I mean? He just gotta take some rest though. I can't lie. I think he should box Canelo and like try to counter with the right hand. You know what I mean? Cause Jamel, that's one of his moves. Like he'll come off the ropes, duck under you, and come around you with that right hand. Like, you know what I mean? He gotta be slick, man. Don't stand in front of Canelo too long, man. He gonna hit you with that left hook to the body. This might be the first time we see Jamel get hurt. All that extra weight on you, and you gotta do all that moving around. You know what I mean? If Canelo stops him, man, it's gonna be late. It's gonna be late because he's tired. But I'd love to see him get in there and give it a try, man. The winner of that fight, I don't know where they go. I don't know who Canelo is gonna fight after Jamel or Jamel. I think if Jamel wins, he gonna rematch Canelo because it's too much money on the table. It's too much money. I know he's getting over 10 million for this fight. If you beat him and rematch him, you'll probably be getting about 30. So we know where he's going if he wins. And he'll be two-time undisputed too. So he's trying to do what Bud Crawford is trying to do on July 29th. That's interesting. And that's another huge fight for Derek James too. Derek James got Earl against Bud, Mel versus Canelo. His ass gonna be busy this year. This year here, this one of the great years of boxing, man. Put it down, book it. I think all those fights, those big fights, gonna be competitive. I don't think Tank and Ryan, man, they don't really fit that category. That was the big Instagram fight of the year. You know what I mean? Let Tank beat up on Ryan for some followers. I can't believe that fight was built up as 50-50. I never gave Ryan, much of a chance. He was landing his left hook. That shit wasn't even affecting Tank. That was just a fight that had people hyped. You know what I mean? And boxing made a good dollar off of. So I guess you can like include that in the list. But all right though, y'all. I just wanted to put this that video out because people half split on it. Half like cherry pick, half good fight. I don't know. I mean, I let Canelo slide this time. I won't say it's a cherry pick because Charlo is the best 154 pounder. He proved it. You know what I mean? And he's been in a weight class with Canelo before. You know what I mean? And if they took a picture next to each other, Mel probably would be bigger. And I think he got a reach advantage over him and everything. Like he might fuck around and win. But all right though, y'all.